One down, two more to go this Thanksgiving. It's the Coach. This is a special holiday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, it's a tradition that started back in 1966. Football in Dallas on this special Thursday. And this one's a rematch from Super Bowls 27 and 28 between the Cowboys and the Buffalo Bills. From our EA Sports family to yours, happy Thanksgiving. As we send things out to our commentators, the best in the biz, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Buffalo Bills. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Bills being led out by their quarterback, the 7th overall pick of the 2018 draft. It's Josh Allen. And, of course, the Bills, they've been looking for a franchise quarterback for a number of years, and now they think they have their guy. He certainly had his moments as a rookie, including an impressive win in Minnesota in his second NFL start. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a third and still about 12 to go. Now let's take a look here at the Bills' offense.
And the play of this offensive line is going to be so important in this game because we saw the sack a minute or so ago. They've got to be able to give their guy time to throw. That means communication and being physical is vital. Otherwise, this could be a long game.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him. They got to figure this out. They got to figure him out. 4 sacks last week. Now one in the first quarter. What do?
Well, great pass rushers usually have a go-to move, but the best pass rushers, they have counters to their go-to move. So they'll show you that. Then when you adjust, they counter it and still get to the quarterback. And you don't pile up that many sacks. What do you have, 4 in the game last week? Without having some go-to moves with counters.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Cowboys are going to take over position here with a 1st and 10. A first down throw for Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Well, they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 24 yards. Last week, several good performances in the NFC, but he was the conference's offensive player of the week, well over 100 yards.
And just the ability to make catches. You know, that gets underplayed sometimes because we're always looking for the move or the big run. But catch the football consistently, that racks up the yardage.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal.
All day, every day. Go to 54, go to 54. Here you go. SOS.
Prescott. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll pull, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 5-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Moore, up and good. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start the drive here with Gore. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Well, the returns for the Cowboys on Leighton Vander Esch have been pretty good so far. You know, a lot of Cowboy Nation questioned when they took him number 19 overall a season ago instead of Calvin Ridley. But Leighton Vander Esch would get 140 tackles last year, franchise rookie record for Dallas en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now Austin. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And a week ago, as you get a look at the numbers, well over 100 yards, he was on fire.
He was on fire. Obviously, the offensive line was on fire. All the guys who were trying to assist him. But you know who else was? The play caller. Because his ego totally got out of the way. And he kept calling the plays that were working over and over. And they really didn't stop him.
Now the challenge, can they duplicate it? Now a play fake here on 1st down. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On 1st and 10, Prescott got his man there, complete to Gallup. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
47. 26.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Moore, up and good. He told us he was going to hit the end zone a couple times in this game. I just don't know that he envisioned doing it in the first quarter.
He probably did. I'm not sure we did,
yeah.
right? Because all the great ones, that's what they do. They dream about it, right? They think about it. They envision it. They think it's going to happen.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. On first down, it's goal. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well. Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. Well, you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Prescott off play action. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, first down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Pumphrey. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Pass pass on target. Prescott to Cooper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly. Allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. This, of course, the second of 3 games on this fine Thanksgiving Day. We had the Bears and Lions earlier, and after we're done here at Arlington, we shift east to Atlanta for the Saints and the Falcons' final game in the month of November. And a good one there with coverage at 8 Eastern time on EA Sports. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. They run. It's Gore. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bills send the punter out. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Those shoulders went from parallel to square, and then he brought force with him to finish that run. Oh, that's impressive.
And we saw a lot of that a week ago when he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Not much more impressive than that. And our focus now shifts to Frank Gore. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense has done a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul-searching now. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen, and this one caught by Beasley. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And the grab by Croft. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Allen now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Prescott now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And this is incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go, D.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. To throw is Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott as his guys continue to pour it on.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So time to start going in an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. This will be taken in at the 1. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They go play action here on first down. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. Prescott now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Prescott's throw going to be caught by Gallup. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, and he's got him in the lead. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Nick Perry able to record his 5th sack of the season. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And that will be incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
by
the time we have to leave the booth.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. What do you think?
4th down, Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. With Cole Beasley now in Buffalo, you think that might open up some more targets for Michael Gallup. Last year as a rookie, 33 catches for the Dallas Cowboys. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll run it now out of the gun. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And that's caught by Beasley. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Allen off the bootleg, and he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Arlington, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now Allen, and he finds Beasley complete. He's at the 30. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Gore. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Leighton Vander Esch, 3rd in the NFL in tackles as a rookie last year, there on the stop. Second and 5 now. Allen, quick hitter here, it's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Allen. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame him for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame him one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. Just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals. Just something magical about breaking that barrier.
He's right there on the doorstep now. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On the jet sweep, here's Cooper. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
Prescott from the gun. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Oh, Prescott stripped. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Here we go.
Throwing on first down is Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Allen's throw is complete. Bills are certainly happy to have a healthy Tyler Kroft. Remember, he had a season-ending foot injury last year with the Bengals in Week 5. So the blitz coming, and down he goes.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
To try again after the sack, Allen. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 15. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 41 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A first down throw for Prescott. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Shift. Check. Hey, kill. 26.
Now Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Space to run past the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. On the run, it's Pumphrey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Steps away, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now Allen. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.